I'm your host, T. Mitchell Bell, and you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live from WNJR Studios in Washington, Pennsylvania. And we have two guests here in the studio today, Mr. Brian Junker from SongSpace in Pittsburgh, and Kayla Schureman. Am I saying it right? Schureman. Yep. Okay. Sorry. I knew I was going to do it, you know. Well, thank you guys very much for coming down here and playing on the radio. Kayla's going to play a song for us right at the top. What do you want to do?
This is a song called Enough.
This is Kayla Schureman on WNJR Acoustic Songs Live. Nice, really nice song. Yeah, like that. And Brian, I know you're going to play something for us at some point, but
sure.
You have a song series that you put on a performer series called SongSpace. That's you use songspace.com, and is it the First Unitarian Church?
In Shadyside in Pittsburgh, that's right. That's been that's a series that's been going on for quite a few years ago now. It started in 2010, and a friend of mine named Linda Holsing was actually doing publicity for Brad Yoder, and she There are some venues that she really liked to see Brad in, and other venues that didn't work so well. And one of the venues she really liked was there was a coffee house series that Steve Hurdle ran at the Allegheny UU Church. And about that time, Steve decided, you know, other things to do, and Linda really missed that coffee house series, so she started SongSpace at First Unitarian. And it's been going on a long time. I've been running sound for the series since it started, and at some point, Linda backed away from directing the series, and I've started directing the series now for about 3-4 years.
And tonight you have
Anja Duvakot,
yeah.
Duvakot and Kayla Schureman. It's going to be a great show. This is the second time Anja's been on SongSpace. She hails from Boston, and she really puts on a great show. We've got a lot of pre-sales already for the show. And Kayla's going to do the opener for us, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've seen Kayla a couple of times, and she's really fun.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the show just all together. I mean, the venue, and then, you know.
Yeah, it'll be great. It's a nice, well, I think it's a nice venue, but I put the show on, so.
Yeah, I had, there was a, I think it was Pete Seeger memorial.
Yeah.
I was
2-3 years ago, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to play that, and something happened that I couldn't make it, and but I was looking forward to playing the space because it was like, you know, like it looks so nice. Like,
yeah.
Just a very nice room.
Yeah. It's a beautiful space, and like 3-4 years ago, the music director there, Emily Pinkerton, who's also a singer-songwriter in Pittsburgh, she and I designed a new sound system that got installed there, and so plus not only is it a beautiful space, it's a great sound system, and it's just really fun.
And you're doing like a collaboration with Song.
That's right. So Song is another music series in town that features both local and regional and national artists like we do, and every January SongSpace does a local show, a show of all local artists, and we decided to collaborate this year with Song. And so we have, let's see, Christopher Mark Jones, Heather Kropp, Ben Shannon, Emily Pinkerton, who I mentioned before, and Brad Yoder, and they're going to do kind of a in-the-round thing, and I think they're also going to practice up a couple of songs as kind of an all-star band.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be really fun.
Well, I've had Ben on the show
cool.
a couple times, and Heather a couple times, and she's coming back on with a new record. I haven't had Emily on, or Christopher, so I'll have to reach out. I've been trying to get Emily on for a while.
Yeah, you got to get those guys on.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as you, Kayla, you came here from California, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 6 years ago. So I've been in the Pittsburgh music scene for a while now.
About the same time the series started up.
Yeah, almost actually.
Yeah, maybe a year or two earlier, but yeah.
Right.
Pretty similar.
But this is my first SongSpace show, so, you know.
Not the last.
But not the last, exactly.
And you said your bandmate brought you, you were talking before?
Yeah,
to Pittsburgh?
yeah, I moved here pretty much for music, for a project I was doing back then, and, you know, also, I was young, I was 22, and moving around the country, and, you know,
yeah.
a waitress and a songwriter and all that fun stuff, so.
All the stuff you had to do to play music. Well, that's an original that you played off of your CD, right?
Yeah, it was one of the first songs I wrote where I sort of knew I'm going to make a record that's separate from, you know, any band I was in or anything. It was sort of the jumping off point for others, and wrote other songs post that song, Enough.
How did you, as far as like starting to write material, how did you start getting into doing that? I take it you've probably been playing for a while.
Yeah, I'd been playing for a while, and I'd been writing, I'd say, I think I started writing when I was 18, and I started writing songs for this record when I was 23. So I kind of had a grace period of writing for other projects, or just writing stuff that will never ever be heard again, because it was just preliminary, you know, jumping off as a writer kind of stuff. And then, you know, I just like hit a vein of like newer folk and like country artists that kind of put me in a position where I felt like I could not join in on what they were doing. I was just, you know, taken with songwriting, so I just went for it.
Who were some of the influences like for you?
I got this record called The Animal Years by Josh Ritter. I got Failure by Kathleen Edwards. That was like a huge one for me. I was always into Jenny Lewis and Ryan Adams. So it was a lot of like newer people, or newer artists, I guess. And then from there I sort of jumped back to more rootsy stuff like, you know, Neil Young and Gillian Welch and just things that preceded those artists as well. So
I hear like Emmylou Harris, like that kind of stuff.
yeah, definitely actually had cassettes of hers that I used to play all the time.
Okay, I just want, you know, not that you sound like anybody but yourself, but as far as the vocal stuff, remind me, she's just amazing.
She is amazing, yeah.
You know, and still playing. She's got to be in her probably close to 70. What did I say? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but she sounds great still.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're going to play a song for us, Brian?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, and Kayla's going to come back and play something for us too.
You know, I'll try a little contrast here to the guitar. I'll try a banjo song.
Oh, here we go. It's the banjo.
Yeah.
Is this original tune?
It is, actually.
And what's the name of it?
It's called Little Bird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there there's an environmental message, but I don't know where it is. You'll have to find it.
Okay.
Little bird with feathers so fine, so eager to be here I might make you mine, chirping and chattering, drawing my gaze, your happy songs brighten my day. Songs, if you sing them to me, when my lady returns, pray as you please, we'll calm all the storms and lower the sea.
Cool. That reminds me of like like an English folk song tradition. You know, that in that vein.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That came over then here and
got processed through the Appalachians somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it definitely has that kind of feel to it. You
Yeah.
know, like
Well, I
that.
play a lot with East End Appalachian Jam. They play a lot of that old Appalachian old time music.
Oh, really?
That's all slower versions of those dance tunes basically.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Where is that then? Where do you?
So the East End Appalachian Jam, they play together the first and third Sunday of every month at Hambones in Lawrenceville.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically 20 or 30 people. They get together and have beer and eat hamburgers and play music together. It's just kind of a crowd. It's really fun.
Old-timey Appalachian
Old-timey Appalachian stuff.
Oh.
And sometimes they break out and play at farmers markets and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Oh, cool! I gotta go see that. I remember seeing it before, but I didn't realize
Yeah,
it was
about
still
5
going
o'clock.
on.
About 5 o'clock on the first and third Sunday of every month. Yeah.
That's cool. Now I know they had a bluegrass. I don't know if they still have the bluegrass jam up in.
That's up in Blawnox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it still goes on.
It does.
Up at what's the name of that place?
Starlight, not Starlight.
Starlight. Yeah,
Is it
they were
Starlight?
doing it at Starlight. Yeah. Cool. Kayla, hey, do you want to play another song?
Yeah. I
You got a
can do
chance
that.
to like kind of sit back and. If you just tuned in, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live. I'm your host, T. Mitchell Bell, and we're coming from WNJR Studios in Washington, Pennsylvania. That's at 91.7 FM and streaming live at WNJR.org. This is our first show of the season for this year, and we take the summer off and scheduling. So stay tuned on Saturday mornings at noon. And then again at 1, we have artists that have been on the show from their CDs, music from their CDs. So stay tuned. And Kayla, what are you going to do for us now?
This is a song called Kiss the Ground. It's the title track of the album.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes you think you know hearts so well, like giving out directions with no street names. 'Cause you just know by the way it looks, by the way it feels. You're driving home. Now these mornings, they're breaking so blue. The night horizon draws a line you never know. But I could still taste summer in the back of my throat. Set it all free. Every time you told me it was over, I had fingers crossed behind my back. When you took my hand to tell me the feeling faded from gray to white and black. No, December, you're so good to me. I never thought I'd learn to stay and dance with my 2 feet. 'Cause I don't believe that some things never change. No, we were the best. I'd been falling so long that I kissed the ground when I came down. Then I killed something inside me, kept me me always waiting. And then I killed something inside me, kept me always. Then I killed something inside me, kept me always waiting.
Nice.
Thank you.
Wow. Put that on and, you know, chill, driving in car, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, what part of California did you come from?
I grew up in the San Fernando Valley when I was a kid, and then my family later moved up north to Northern California, like near Sacramento. And so when I moved to Pittsburgh, I came from that area, the Sacramento area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So more the middle of, where is San
It's
Fernando Valley? I don't know. That's
Oh,
like,
San Fernando Valley is like East Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
like, that's where a lot of stuff is grown, correct? Is that like the big?
Yeah, I'm not that. We weren't that far out into. We were like near Burbank, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like yeah.
Okay.
So
San
we were
Fernando.
like out and like farm.
Okay,
lands
okay.
sort of thing. Yeah, no.
I'm not too familiar with
No,
the
it's
geography
okay.
of California. I thought I'm like, okay, is that where, you know, all the farm stuff is, or so San Fernando Valley? That's like when they say like the Valley Girl kind of thing. Is that
Exactly,
part?
right.
Okay, it's not like Orange County and like that area. Is that part of that? Or no?
We were north of Orange County,
Okay.
but definitely it was the Valley Girl region.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I was just wondering. And I thought what I would do is since Anje?
Ancha.
Ancha.
Yeah.
Ancha, not Anje. Ancha Devakut, right?
Yep,
Is playing. I thought I would play one of her songs
that's great.
and
That's awesome.
put that out on the radio. And if you bear with me 1 second here, I'll get that set up. And that was, I know I'm going to say it wrong again.
Anja Duvakat.
Anja Duvakat, okay. So, and she will be performing tonight at SongSpace, the Unitarian Universalist Church in Shadyside. That's on, what, Fifth Avenue?
Oh, let's see, it's on Morewood, 605 Morewood.
Okay.
It's right near the Carnegie Mellon University campus.
Cool, cool.
So, yeah.
And speaking of Carnegie Mellon,
Yeah.
that's your...
That's my day job, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
a professor of statistics at Carnegie Mellon.
Cool.
Yeah.
How did... I know you kind of gave the background a little bit about how you got involved in this, but as far as your musical background and playing,
Oh, well,
like, how did that all start as far as...
I've been playing music as an amateur since I was 15 or something, and so I don't know. Just in the last 10 or 15 years, I kind of said, "Geez, you know, I've been playing forever. I have a little more time on my hands because I'm not, you know, sort of the rat race was a little less than it had been. If I don't do this now, it's never going to happen." So I just started getting into more stuff, playing with church groups and playing that Appalachian Jam thing, and just in the last couple of years I've gotten involved with the Pittsburgh Songwriter Circle, which Calliope runs. That's been really great. I just wanted to say, not only to plug the Songwriter Circle, but also their last meeting at the Bloomfield Bridge Tavern is October 3rd, and then they're moving to Club Cafe. So they'll be the first Tuesday of every month at Club Cafe starting in November. And I happen to know the featured performer on October 3rd. It's me.
Oh!
So, it'll be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, that's cool. It's sad to see the BBT close.
I know, it's really sad. That's a neighborhood institution. Have you played there?
You know what? It's funny. I have a show I'm opening for my friend's band on the 12th,
Oh, okay.
October 12th,
Yeah.
and it's going to be the first and last time I ever play there.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a trip. It's
I've
worth
been
it.
there, but I haven't ever,
Yeah.
you know, hit the stage.
Yeah, we'll miss it a lot. That's right in my neighborhood. It's right where I live. So
Oh, yeah.
it's really a loss. But,
So did you grow up here?
no, heavens no. I grew up in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I was in Champaign-Urbana, which is the University of Illinois, for, I don't know, 10 years or something, and then I moved here.
I went to, not basic training, but my tech school at Chanute Air
Chanute Air Force Base, all right. I used to go out there for hot air balloon shows. Yeah.
Rantoul, Illinois.
That's right, good old Rantoul.
Oh, man.
I drove through Champaign once. That's about it. That's my
Well,
only story there.
That's probably the right contact for most
Okay,
people.
okay.
Although they have a great art center, a performing arts center.
Nice.
It'd be cool to play there sometime.
I hitchhiked when I was in the military. This is like 1980. Okay, so
Yeah.
a buddy of mine, there was a concert in Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
At Rock Island.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we had a ride there,
Uh-huh.
but we didn't have a ride back. Well, we did have, something happened, I forget what it was. But we decided, like, oh, we'll just hitchhike.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how long that is.
It's a bit of a way, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
so we actually hitchhiked back from Davenport, Rock Island, back to the base.
Yeah, that's quite a hike.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was not a good decision. But, you know, it was after the concert, and, you know, you don't make good decisions. Like,
Hey, man, you're still standing, it's all right.
yeah, it was, yeah. Anyway, it was fun. Kayla, you want to play another tune? Is that something that you,
Yeah.
because I could put one of your songs from your CD on too. If that,
Oh, I could do another song for sure.
cool. And this is WNJR in Washington, Pennsylvania, 91.7 FM. And we have in the studio Kayla Schureman and Brian Junker.
You're making that up now.
Yeah, Brian Junker, and no relation to Guy Junker, which I think a lot of people you were saying would get.
They used to say that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, that's the guy on the radio, and then, you know. Anyway, he's a sports guy. What do you want to play for us?
I'm going to do a song called Rose, and it was actually the last song I wrote for the record, and it's sort of an apology. I guess the record hits on themes of reflection, heartbreak, things like that, and I felt like I got to a point where I didn't want to come across jaded, so I threw in an apology song to round it out, I guess. So this is,
there you go.
This is it. It's a song called Rose. Didn't want to be anymore, and I hope when you see me now you don't see her breaking dishes on the floor or screaming out loud and slamming all the doors and using your love up like I could always get some more. But I never needed a ring or a house, I just needed time. 'Cause I was a little far from home, thinking I was right and I was doing wrong. When the petals come off of a rose, it's just a thorn. And I'll trade all of my excuses for 1 second chance and hope you come back. Are you coming back? Oh! I used to be someone before I really knew that even the sweetest things in life have something to lose. Oh, and I've paid the cost. It leaves a heart in two, but I'll count the ways I still need you. You're the one that feels like home, sets me right when I'm doing wrong, and knows when the petals come off of a rose, it's just a thorn.
I love it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Really, really nice. Have you made the trek to Nashville?
You know, I've actually never ever been to Nashville, ever.
Okay.
Even as a visitor, so I plan to, but I haven't been.
Oh, for sure. You just listening to your songwriting and just the feel of it, you will be very inspired, you know, by just like the music thing going on and do the Bluebird and Cafe and all the writer rounds and all that kind of stuff. think it would, go over very well. So I'm going to play another tune of Anje. I want to say
Anje.
Anje. Yeah, got it. Whatever. I'm going to play another tune of her Half-Light is the song coming up, and then we'll come back and do some other stuff. Okay, now it's on.
Cool.
Maybe it was my bad.
Oh yeah, we can hear it now, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we might have had some dead air there for a while.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I think it was my bad. I may have
Oh, the
forgot.
last time you played a track?
Yeah. I think I may have forgot to hit a button. It happens.
That's all right.
I was getting all pissed off for no reason at all. Like, oh,
Fixed it now.
Yeah.
yeah, I fixed it. Hey,
It's live radio, man.
I did my own
That's all
tech,
it is.
fix. How many times is that?
No. I've listened to her song for stuff. Is she touring like a new album?
No, this is about a year old, and this is her current one. We just had an opportunity, so to say. And I think
Yeah,
she's
that sounds
actually
great.
not even out yet. Like she's coming out to the show. and
Okay, yeah, that was my
going
next question. I couldn't tell if she was like on tour or not.
there. It's really cool of her, and I guess it speaks well of the series. It's just like,
Yeah, what's funny, Cindy House,
Yeah.
like,
is it her and her dad?
yeah, so she's from Boston, and her parents, I guess, are visiting this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And so she emailed me, and she was like, is there any chance, you have a list for the show? She just nicely asked.
Yeah.
So, that's why I asked you. But,
Yeah. Well.
what's funny is they're all coming from Boston for a show in
Oh, is that right?
It's like,
Oh, she's out. Oh no, her parents are coming.
yeah, like
Okay,
they're
yeah.
from there, and then,
Right.
Anja's from there. So
That's
it's like-
great. Yeah. No, she was really interested with Peter Mullen playing too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think she and Peter went up there before the show.
Nice.
So yeah, it's coming through on the headphones. So I can hear it on, but coming through on there's a speaker in here. That's not.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, 30 seconds to go in there.
sure do.
When the opportunity arises, no hurry, but when the opportunity arises, I'll plug the rest of the season.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that and
Yep.
telling everybody where to go,
Yep.
find everything, and Kayla's upcoming shows. I actually need to figure out who my next show is. I've got a pretty sparse booking. I didn't use Sonic Goods this time. I wasn't happy with them.
They seem to be pretty successful.
They're good, but I mean, they don't scream. They don't scream well enough. I end up getting like rap and heavy metal stuff. It's like
Yeah.
I really don't want to go through all those submissions.
Yep. Hear you. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thanks.
I love playing this. I don't know why. I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah, they're nice. I practice
My brother had a J50.
Yeah. What did you bring, a Martin?
No,
You gonna play a song for us?
yeah, I will, sure. Larry.
Oh,
But
cool.
it's kind of a Martin knockoff. It's kind of a mid-size.
Right. Yeah, that's a great size. I was like, is that an OM?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really nice. For most things, I do a lot of fingerstyle stuff, and it seems to work better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for the one.
Oh,
I
cool.
haven't used it for anything serious, but it's been just really nice to have record stuff to see what it sounds like and stuff.
Which one was that? Was it USB?
No, it's the AKG
Oh, that's right.
220,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just a plain old,
Right.
And it's
Those are handy.
It's okay, we're going live here.
okay, cool.
That was Ajay Dukut, and she will be performing tonight along with Kayla Schureman. Got it right?
Yep.
Yes! All right. Finally, at the Unitarian Universalist Church on Morewood, Shadyside. Brian will be there running sound, and it's going to be a great evening. I wish I could go. I have a gig, so I can't. Make it. It's out of town, so
All right.
yeah.
We'll forgive you this time.
Yeah, I really wanted to see it. And so Brian was going to play another song for us.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So I'll do another one that I wrote, and again, thanks to the Pittsburgh Songwriters Circle, many of these wouldn't exist. Let's see how it goes. It's called Susan's Photographs. If you visit Susan's house, she brew a cup of tea for you. You'll sit on Susan's couch, see photo albums stacked up on her table. Every spring when tulips push their leaves up through the warming ground, Susan takes her camera out and walks among the flowers in her garden. Her verdant children spread their arms toward warming sun and summer dawn. They show their colored faces to her. She saves their smiles on glossy bits of paper. Daffodils and hyacinths, irises and roses, marigolds and snapdragons, sunflowers, chrysanthemums. Spring to autumn, birth to death, they rise and fall, a circle dance. She makes a book for each new year. The years go by and Susan's skill increases. In winter she might take a class or buy a book on photographs. She hardly ever reads them though, her loves lie elsewhere on the snow. Each summer savored there, in each book stacked beside her chair. Across the books you can see the summers changing endlessly over decades. cup of tea for you. You'll sit on Susan's couch, see photo albums stacked upon her table.
Nice song.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, that's a nice start too.
Thanks.
As far as the SongSpace schedule we were talking about.
Yeah. So this is the beginning of a new season for us. So Kayla and Ansha are starting out the season tonight. 7:30 First Unitarian Church, 605 Morewood in Shadyside. And then on November 4th, we have a duo from Toronto coming in, the Young Novelists. They are really good. They've been playing on the East Coast lately in the U.S., and they'll be out. And opening for the Young Novelists are the Squirrel Hillbillies, who I think have been on your show before.
Yeah, a couple times.
They're really high
I really
energy
like
and
them.
positive.
Yeah.
They're great. And March 3rd, oh, I'm sorry, January 27th is that collaboration with Bergsong, so that we're calling that Bergsong Space. And that's Christopher Mark Jones, Heather Crop, Ben Shannon, Emily Pinkerton, and Brad Yoder, kind of a super group. And then March 3rd, Amethyst Kia is coming from Johnson City, Tennessee. She's kind of a scholar of old-time African-American blues and Appalachian old-time. And she kind of does a combination of the two.
Awesome.
And it's going to be just an awesome show. She's really, really high energy and good. And then May 5th, Rachel Kilgore, who I think is originally from Duluth, Minnesota, but she's out in Boston now too. And she just does really, really thoughtful, good singer-songwriter stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if any of them want to come on the radio,
Oh, yeah.
let me know.
I tried with Ansha, but she's just not getting in town soon enough. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've run into the that scheduling thing
Yeah.
quite a bit. When Peter was Molly was in town, I was trying to get him, and it was like in the middle of the week, and we couldn't do it. And,
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to change my as far as the recording schedule. When that stuff happens, I'm gonna maybe pre-record. I haven't done that yet, but.
I also wanted to mention, if anyone comes out to the show tonight, or if you are coming out, you can buy a ticket for Ansha and Kayla, of course. But you can also get a season ticket there, and it's a lot cheaper. It's $5 cheaper per show, and then you're set for the year.
Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. And so Kayla, do you want to play another song, or I could spin one off of your CD? We had talked about that too.
I can do a song. I might do a new one, which wouldn't be on the CD, or
Yeah,
do
that's
something
fine.
on the album. Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to do if you're in the driver's seat when it comes to the music part. So in case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live, and we're doing some live music here in the studio. What are you going to play for us, Kayla?
This is a song called St. Jude. It's not on the record, but it's a song I wrote in the last year. Gotten so used to all my thoughts, 'cause I know you're gonna stay. And the wind will carve your heart like mine, just not in this lifetime. So I'm trying to explain to my friends at the bar that everything ends. But I'll keep on loving you, 'cause it ain't I'll keep on loving you until St. Jude comes around. You taste like summer, you feel like New Year's Eve. I'm making resolutions who I'm gonna be. There's a crystal ball and a
Nice. So that's such a nice song.
I really wanted to break out in harmony on
Yeah, you should have done it.
next time. That was great.
Thank you.
I had that feeling like on the first one she played. It was like, okay, I kept hearing them, like a two-part, the male voice. Yeah. So,
Should we do it again?
so, upcoming events, looks like you got a yoga show coming.
Oh, right, yeah, so we could jump to there. November 18th, BYS Yoga in the South Side. There will not be yoga going on, but they use the space like one Saturday a month to do a show. So November 18th from, I think, 7:30 to 9, I'll be there playing 2 sets of music. They ask you to take your shoes off. You go upstairs to the yoga room and hang out and listen to music. So that'll be a cool show. And then backing up to October, I have 2 kind of a back-to-back schedule. October 12th at the Bloomfield Bridge Tavern, opening for a band called As Ladders. They're going to release their new record or their new EP, one of the two. And October 13th at the Frick Environmental Center, Nathan Zub and I are going to each play like an hour of music for this event called Sustainable Sipping. So it's just sort of a evening of music, food, drinks, and then they also discuss like an environmental topic, and I think that month is sustainable landscape, using goats and natural ways to, oh man, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just, yeah, sustainable landscape is the theme of the night.
Permaculture.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that it? Yeah.
Permaculture.
Yeah. That's a cool thing. That's a cool place too. The Frick Environmental Center. A lot of good stuff going on in Pittsburgh with regard to that. So in case you are tuning in right now, you really missed a lot of good music, but you'll be able to listen to it later on. We record the show, put them up on iTunes. The podcast is available. Also, if you go to acousticSongs.com, you'll be able to see links to the video, audio, performance, and also the schedule of upcoming performers that we have. And make sure you check out SongSpace.com and Kayla Schureman.
It's me.
Got it right.
Now the test. Now the test.
SCHUREMAN.
That's it. Kayla Schureman, yeah.
Schureman. Kayla Schureman. .com and check out her schedule. And Unshade Dubicot.
Right, Anje Dubicot. All right.
And you can check out her website, and I will spell this one out completely. It's ANTJEDUBEKOT. And go to her website and check out the music. And definitely go to SongSpace tonight. In the Pittsburgh area. It's on Morewood, and you go to UUSongSpace.com, you get all the information you need there, and you can buy tickets. I take it there.
Yep, absolutely.
Still now, or you can get them and get them in the door.
They were on sale until last night at brownpapertickets.com, which is where we do all our advanced sales. But now you can buy them at the door when you get there. There will definitely be room. It's a big place. We've had lots of pre-sales, but there's lots of seats there.
Cool. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You want to do another last song, or we can take it out?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Let's see here. It's 4 in the morning. You can't sleep anymore anyway. He sits in his diner, conversations and the table. jukebox play. A crossroads of people, some going to work, some just staying out late. He needed to walk just to shine some neon light onto his face. Some words you can't take back, some tears always stay, some silences push you to just walk away. Coffee tastes bitter, or is it memories in his head? There's no use going back now, no use trying to share that bed. There must have been some good times, or else why the hell did he stay so long? They tug at him from somewhere, but the urge for going is getting strong. Sometimes you start over on some bright new day, but some weights are too heavy to just walk away. The streets outside are still sleepy, and the bottom of his cup has gone dry. There's no reason to stay any longer, no reason not to decide. He gets his check from a pretty girl in a waitress dress. It's been so long now since he held a woman or felt her caress. He walks out the door to the corner, home's about a mile to the right. He looks the other way and wonders what could be left, what could be left of this night. Some dreams are empty, some visions decay. Sometimes it's not worth it, you just walk away. Walk away. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
The breakup song.
A breakup song.
You know, as songwriters, do we break up so we can't have songs to write? Or how did which starts like the chicken and the egg, you know? Thank you very much for
Thank you.
Yes, thanks.
yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much for being on here. And catch us next week at noon. We have music from artists that have been on the show. And our next live show that I booked is Matt Echoing, and that is on the 21st.
1st of October. And,
Stay tuned and check out some of the music that we have coming up from artists that have been on the radio or been on the live performance portion. And we'll see you next week.